Hey guys, it's Molly Marks, and I am going to kind of do a little overview of my phonics lesson. This is kind of geared to kindergarten. The title is going to be Reading Common High Frequency Words by Sight. The learner will learn the first set of Dolce sight words. By mastering this skill, the student will learn to recognize words immediately and not have to sound them out. The learner will be able to read more fluently without having to break words into phonemes. To begin the lesson, I will explain to the students that we're going to learn our sight words. I'm also going to explain to them that these are words we're going to learn to read just by sight. I like to call them tricky words sometimes because a lot of times they do not sound how they are pronounced or how they're spelled. I'm then going to show them a video on kindergarten sight words. The video that I would like to show is going to be the kindergarten sight word dance song. This is by S&Z Academy. It's a lot of fun, so y'all check it out. This will be done orally as a whole class. Then I'm just going to kind of review a little bit of our CVC flashcards that we've worked on, just to give them a little bit of a review where they'll be comfortable reading words that they already know. Then I'm going to begin the lesson explaining to them that we're going to break the sight words into groups. Basically, kindergarten sight words are broke into different lists so that you focus on a certain set of words each month. I think it's typically done, but I guess it kind of depends. If your kids can master the list, then there's no point in waiting. Go ahead and move on to the next one. This is an assessment that I'm going to be using for them. So each student's name will go on there, and I'll probably put the date under here as to when I assess them, since we will be doing these assessments more than once. So that's the sight word. We're going to start with this first list here, and I will review by going through flashcards. So I have my flashcards here, and of course we'll kind of go through them first just to see how many of the words that they may already know. Some of them may know how to read some of these words already, but we will see. But we'll go through them first and just kind of flash and see how they do reading them, and then we'll just keep reviewing them. We will focus more on we and can. We'll focus more on it, up, at, we, and can. So we'll kind of break them down. So this first day, these are the words that we'll really work on the most. So maybe the first couple of days we'll focus strictly on these. And the next couple of days we'll go to the other half, and then we'll put them all together and go from there. So we'll review all the sight words with these flashcards. Once we have finished those as a class, I will pass out this sight word color sheet. As you can see, the words that we're focusing on are in here: can, we, it, up, and at. So to do this worksheet together as a class, the first thing that I'm going to do is go over our color key down here, because most of these kids aren't going to be able to read the color words. So we'll go here and we'll say this is yellow, and I'll have the class get their yellow crayon and color this one yellow. We will do blue, and then gray, purple, and green. So we'll go ahead and have our crayons colored. That way the student knows that when they look down here and they see the word can, they know anytime they see can up here, they need to color it yellow. We'll kind of walk around the room and make sure that everyone has done this properly. Assist anytime that we might need to. So that'll kind of be the one that we do together just to kind of get it started and kick off the lesson a little bit more. Once they've completed the color sheet, we will then do this worksheet. It is a sight word worksheet for the word can. In this block, this is something that I'm going to have them do on their own. Of course, I'll review all the instructions with them before we start, and then it's something I want them to do individually so I can kind of see where they are. But in this block, they need to color the word can. So anytime they see the word can, they need to color it. Here, they're tracing the word can. Here, they will trace it. Then here, they will read, I can you. At the bottom here, they have the letters to the word can that they would need to cut out and then paste here in the correct order to spell can. This next section they are going to write. So it would be I can go, I can stop, can you? So that would be something that they will do together. I'm sorry, individually on their own. Once everyone has completed it, we'll review the worksheet together as a class to make sure everybody colored the right ones. Then I will kind of tell them that we've completed the lesson for today. Tell them that I'm super proud of how hard they worked and how focused they were on learning these words. And then we're going to continue to practice these words every day. And then do an assessment with them on the first list at the end of the week, just to kind of see where they are. More than likely, we'll work on the same list at least a couple of weeks at a time, and review every day. Then I will kind of go over their homework. Their homework will be a sheet similar to the can. This one is going to be on the word we. Again, they have to do some different some different things. So here we'll trace the word we. Here they're going to write the word we. Here it says highlight, but I'm going to tell them to color it. So anywhere they see the word we, just to color the block. Here again, you got to finish the word. So it's w, and then what's the word letter that's missing? E for we. Here they color it, and here they're going to write it in their sentences. That will be homework for them. Now, because I've done reading interventions for several years, something that I did learn that works really well with the students is flashcards. We always know flashcards help. So as you can see, I have a little bit of a ring hole here punched out of the corner. I don't have any of the rings to actually put it on there to show you, but they have little ring bracket things, and I like to hook these onto the ring so that they can kind of flip them, through the ring back and forth. And I will send the first list home with them. That way they can practice their words at home. And each week, as we add new sight words, we will add those to this list. So that way they continue to practice the ones that they've already learned, as well as their new words. So they don't kind of forget what they've already learned. They can review and continue to practice those. So that is something that will go home with them, and they are able to keep those. Some of the questions that I may ask them during this lesson is, why do you think it's important to be able to read words just by looking at them? Also, why do you think this is going to help you become a better reader? And why do you think learning these words by sight and not by sounding them out is going to be helpful? I'm going to make sure that I'm moving around the classroom throughout the activities, as well as, the oral lessons that we're doing, kind of making sure everybody's paying attention, staying on track, and kind of up to date, or not up to date, but on track with what we're doing. Any earlier finishers, I will give them an additional worksheet, probably another color sheet with the sight words that they can work on, just because it's a little bit easier than one of the ones that we have to write out. Of course, any reteaching that we're doing, we're going to be reviewing the worksheets that we've done in class. And again, like I said, we'll review these sight words with the flashcards every day. I'm going to be able to assess whether the students have learned the lesson through orally, as well as the sight word list assessment that I have. Also, any of their homework that they bring back, I can assess those things. Success in this lesson is going to be at least 85% of the students are able to complete the homework, as well as pass their assessments on sight words. So, overall, my pretend lesson went very well. Students were very engaged in the lesson. And that is my lesson on phonics for the high frequency or sight words. Thank you. Have a good day.